Bro, I don't even know what to say. And that means a lot because if you know me, I can talk for ages. But the Sixers lose 114 to 106, and it's weird. Like, we've lost another game, we keep losing, but there are still positives to take away. But anyway, where do I start? Is this going to be a game review, rant, positive video, a mixture of all? But let's start off with the positives. Jared McCain's like that. Jared McCain is like that. And in this draft class, which is weak, he genuinely has a run-in for Rookie of the Year. But that's not the point. I don't care when this roster's healthy, if we ever are. But let's say we are the closest thing to. So Joel, Tyrese, Paul George. Jared McCain is not losing his minutes. I'm so sorry. Jared McCain should not lose his minutes. All them stupid minutes from Kyle Lowry, even though Reggie Jackson was good today, when the roster's back to its full potential, Jared McCain should be getting heavy minutes. The guy's ability is just so valuable to this team, rookie or not. It's not just his ability to space the floor. It's the guy's confidence. It's the fact that if he gets ran off the three-point line, he has that little pull-up jumper from the 8 to 10 feet range. The float around that area as well. He looks so poised. He's smart. There are several reads where he made the extra pass which got us a wide open three, notably the one to Caleb Martin, which ended up being ruled as a long two today. The guy fights for rebounds. There are rebounds which you don't expect him to get. And you see Jared McCain coming down with it with two hands. He's a smart defender. He makes the right play. And his confidence oozes off the charts. It does not make sense for a rookie to be this confident. He can actually create his own shot. He is being guarded by defenders taller than him. And he knows how to elevate at the right time in the 8 to 10 feet range where the defender's body weight's leaning towards the rim and he gets enough time and space to pull up over them from that kind of mid-range area. Just behind the elbow, in front of the elbow, sorry. The guy is a scorer. The guy is someone who has so much potential and can add so much to this team. His relocation skills are second to none. You might be thinking, how does this guy keep getting open? Because he gets himself open. His ability to miss a shot, relocate back to the corner, wide open three. His ability to come around the screen, get open on the wing, knock down the shot. His ability offensively has really surprised me. And I knew he was capable of making shots, but it's the brain that goes with it. It's getting in those spots. It's making the right play, taking smart shots. My gosh, this guy's like a microwave. He's a heater. And what I've seen so far, he cannot lose his minutes because he will be an imperative part of this team. This is all without Joel being there, who I'm going to get onto in a minute. Imagine what he will be like when Joel is back, because you know when Joel's actually remotely healthy or in the swing of things anyway, the gravity he has. That gravity is going to be so much more beneficial for Jared McCain because he's going to eat if he continues what I've seen today. So Nick Nurse, don't you dare go back to not playing this guy or completely just yanking him out of the rotation when he doesn't need to be. He's a starting player on his team. Fucking start him. Mind my language. But on top of that, like, the Sixers really stayed with the Cavs today. Like, apart from McCain looking good for the past 5 games, let's stick back to this one. They stuck with the Cavs. Made right plays. Caleb Martin again lost his 3-point shot since he's been here. Was warm from 3. A couple of his threes were actually long twos, but the jump was falling. Was just hitting jumps overall. The team looks good. I like the minutes of Adembona. He just needs to, again, learn how to not foul. But he's a very raw talent, but you can see the ability there. With, again, more development and more game time like this, he will learn. But I remember notably when we went to a 2-3 zone, Evan Mobley went down the middle, and Adembona jumps out of the sky and hawks it out of the air. They call a goaltend, which I don't know if it was really a goaltend, but the guy's athleticism is ridiculous. So he's a guy who I saw a lot from. Yabusele again. Yes, he might have some times where you're like, this guy has minimal touch around the rim, but it's his ability to, again, just be a big body. I remember last year where we had no one who could grab offensive rebounds. Yabusele used his big-ass body, peak male physique right there, big body in there, boxing up 2 defenders, getting rebounds, tipping rebounds, not making it easy for Jarrett Allen to grab rebounds. It's just a sight of grit to see, and it's something we've not had. His physique at the power forward position we've not had. We used to have his soft-ass power forwards, and even though today he played a lot at the 5, he held his own. You didn't realise sometimes that he was outmatched because he's so strong and so physical, and he gets down low and does get in the post sometimes, hitting little drops. That the guy's strong, and it's something we've not had before, and he had a good game today. But Other than that, like, Ricky Council seems a bit out of sorts because, again, you can see when he's on the court, he's trying to earn Nick Nurse's trust because he's not had too much run this season. So he's taken some wild things. I feel like there's a couple of times he went to the rim, was aggressive, got fouled, didn't get called, so don't have a problem there. KJ Martin, no comment. The guy can't make a layup, should be playing, hasn't been playing, whatever. Jeff Doughton Jr., again, should not be playing. But it's just weird. Like, how am I meant to be positive after a game when we've lost again? Like, I understand Drum, Embiid, Maxey, PG are out, but I can't keep using that as an excuse because it's reality. PG and Embiid aren't going to be available more often than not. Or even if it's not more often than not, for at least 30% of the games are not going to be there. So we kind of have to find a way to start winning. And I know the Cavs are now 13-0, the most difficult opponent we've played this season, according to record. But we do need to find a way to start picking up these results because I understand you're load managing Embiid and Paul George for the postseason. But surprise, surprise, to load manage them for the postseason, you need to make the postseason. So you need to make sure you're not going too far in that one. But there are some bright spots in this team. Again, more to be seen the longer we go over the season and when guys come back. But we do need to find ways to start winning. And obviously Nick Nurse's stubbornness as well. I know he loves Jeff Doughton. I know he loves Kyle Lowry. But McCain's the truth. He has to really become a lot more harsher with his rotations and just put the guys in there that are going to benefit the team. But the reality of the matter is we need to actually start taking this seriously because we are bottom of the Eastern Conference. We're not going to stay there, obviously. We've had injuries to deal with, but injuries can't continuously be an excuse because the more games you lose, the more of an uphill battle you're having to kind of fight. And the more strain you're going to end up putting on your two guys because you didn't bring them in to not make the playoffs. You need to make that. So there's going to be a point very soon, preferably now, where we need to think about, okay, cool, how can we kick on and win a couple of games now? Because being 2-9, potentially 2-10 soon is unacceptable. Like, unacceptable. We didn't spend the money you spent on the role players, not just the star player, to be 2-10 or 2-9, You brought in the other guys so that, yes, there's going to be days where these two injury-prone guys aren't going to be here. I know it's not ideal having three of them out, three of your superstars out, but we can't keep losing games like this because, again, you're giving yourself an uphill battle to fight and it's just not acceptable at all. The whole Embiid thing scares me as well because I don't know how to feel. People are complaining at Joel Embiid's effort against the Knicks. I'm complaining and worried about his knee. He doesn't look pain-free. How is he jumping for a block and he's going out of the game holding his knee? The knee is so heavily strapped, he's still slightly labouring. It's not his ability. I'm not questioning if Joel's washed. The knee is still a problem. If it's still a problem, as much as we don't like it, you can't play the guy. That's just my honest opinion. For what I saw against the Knicks the other day, he looks like he's still in some significant pain with that knee. So I'm not going to slay his performance. He needs to be diagnosed properly. And if he can't play, he can't play. Because that is something which really concerns me. That he can't jump for a block anymore. You're taking away half of his game. Joel was an explosive guy for his height. You're taking that away because if he jumps too hard, then he's gone. But again, we'll see what happens there. Obviously, PG, again, protocol, couldn't play this back-to-back either alongside Joel. But he looked really good against New York. So hopefully, going forward, he continues that on and just keeps helping us pick up wins in games where Joel might not be there. But I'd say hopefully we turn this around and end up making the playoffs in where we expect to be, so a top 4 seed, which is going to be difficult, but it's still doable. However, I feel like the only blessing that comes from this is that if the team was healthy from the start, do you know what would not have happened? This Jared Mccain resurgence now. Because guess what? Nick Nurse never would have given him minutes, no matter what he did in practice, no matter what he did in limited minutes. Nick Nurse would have sacked his behind on the bench as he did early in the year. But with the performances he's putting in now, you don't have a choice. So when the guys come back, Jared McCain's name is already firmly in that rotation. So he can be an asset that helps us towards the postseason even more. So that could be a positive which wouldn't have otherwise been there before, which is there now. Well, I can't say definitely, but most likely with the way he was treating Jared before. But he showed Nick that I'm the guy. I'm that guy. This guy is a rookie getting isolation possessions. He's the only guy on that court who had any form of self-creation. Apart from Reggie Jackson a couple minutes, but Reggie Jackson's terrible. With all due respect, even though he was good today. He was the only guy on our team who had legitimate self-shot creation ability at a high level. As a rookie. It says a lot. The guy is genuinely quality. The guy needs to play basketball. The guy can defend. the guy can finish at the rim. He can do a lot of things offensively. And defensively, he ain't no scrub either. And he gets rebounds, which he just shouldn't get. The guy's special. And the last time I said that was about Tyrese Maxey, but Jared McCain really has the it factor about him. And Darren Moore weren't lying when he said there was something about this guy. And he is really good. But we'll see where that goes. And hopefully Nick Nurse doesn't ruin the guy's confidence and make some stupid decision. Barry Cowlary, Jeff Dowling deep on the bench. I don't fucking see them either. But that's what I really got for this one. It was more of like an overall summary on, the game against the Cavs, but more so about just stuff I've been thinking about recently. Who else there to really touch on? No one really. Like, I'm not going to talk about Uber. Uber is just, he is what he is. Like, he's going to score you points. You're going to check the box score and he'll have between 14 to 20. I believe he had around 20 today. Not going to be the greatest efficiency, but again, with what it's worth for games like this, you're expecting a guy like KO to have a bigger role than he's being paid to do or beyond his capability. So you can't expect him to be amazing, because if he was this good, he would be that on another team, which he's not. So I'll have an opinion on Kelly Oubre. For what he's worth, he's a great player, can provide a great spark. So again, when everyone's back within his role, I'm sure he's going to be fine. But like I said, he had a decent game today, but there's not really much to talk about. Just pray. It's nonsense about load management here. This guy's out. Get sorted, because what happens is that you're trying to load manage two guys, but then you're straining Tyrese Maxey, which led him to get a hamstring injury. The guy was playing 2 minutes a night. So with you trying to compensate for two guys, you're overcompensating someone else, which in the long term leads all three of them to be injured. So they really got to work that one out. But obviously, I know Joel's back now, so it'll be a little less like that when everyone's back. But they got to think of that, keep that in the back of their mind. And hopefully we start to turn it around, because we are trying to win basketball games. But in the comment section down below, let me know what you guys think. I am sick, so that's why I sound like I'm talking underwater. My bad, people. But that's it, man. That's what I got for this video. Take care. Stay blessed. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And that's me going for this one in a bit, my people.